Bobby Key for People Matter in the building. Very special guests.
Yeah.
Straight out of Jamaica.
Yeah.
This bought his nice crib in Long Island.
Yeah.
Proud of the youth. Cranium is in the building.
Yeah, me there. What's
good,
on,
brother? How are you?
I'm alive and well.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
for those who don't know Cranium, what would you like them to remember about Cranium?
He's on a historic journey, you know, to be a migrant, you know, from Jamaica, you know what I mean, and came to America and I always like music, love music, and decided that I'm going to do dancehall music. I mean, against the odds where everybody's saying that you can't hit from America being a dancehall artist, and you know what I mean? And it happened, man.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because I get to see, like, a lot of people think, you know, it would have been like a one song stop there, we're not going to be further. And to see me actually being a part of the game for 3.5 years and counting and going and looking very good. So, yeah, I would definitely say for who don't know Kranium, that's the best way to describe it.
Well, congratulations on that, and everything you say are facts.
Facts, yeah. Numbers don't lie.
For real. So, you do have history in Jamaica. Tell us about your upbringing a bit.
Yeah, I grew up in Jamaica also. I mean, my mother is from Montego Bay. My father is from CV Garden, which is Kingston. I don't really know how they meet. I'll try to figure that out.
Right.
We never really get into details that deep. But
maybe he went on vacation in Montego Bay.
What it's just so far apart. It's not like, I mean, if there was trains back then we meet the city.
Right.
But yeah. And, you know what I mean? I grew up in Montego Bay also. And then I was always also in Kingston. As my father's from that side. And, you know, growing up there is a very good thing, man. It teaches a lot of stuff and it's very exciting and it's a very musical place. That's one thing I can say about Jamaica. Like, it's a very musical place. These people take their music is like sports, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And as I said there and growing up and then migrate, come to the States, I came to Florida actually. Actually, the first place I ever landed in America was in New York.
Okay.
Then I left and I came to Fort Lauderdale.
Which is right.
And I went to Boyd Anderson High School. I don't know if you guys know BA.
Yeah, of course. Boyd Anderson, of course.
Yeah, man, BA and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's...
And then now you're based in New York.
I'm based in New York, yeah.
That's what's up. So, I mean, your journey is so similar to a lot of us diasporas, I think is what they call it. People who are either born in the Caribbean at a young age or born to parents from the Caribbean, or pretty much no life in America.
Yeah, no both sides.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to talk about something that, you know what, I don't really get to talk to a lot of artists about that because they don't have that experience, but you're here right now with that experience. Is it tough having so much history with America, and when you go back to Jamaica, do they kind of deal with you like you're a Yankee or you're not a true Jamaican?
I mean, it is not like say I don't get that because, brother, if I tell you the truth, like I always try to speak English and me can't talk English. So there's no other way to explain how true of a yard man or a Jamaican me is. It's just like I feel like there's like a disconnection at times because remember people, if you're not here, you won't understand it. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So it's like they always like some sort of disconnection in like explaining it, like, brother, there's no difference. You know, there's no difference. The only thing is that obviously like America, you know what I mean? I went to school and stuff here, and I went to high school back home in Jamaica also. So I went to both high school I had, you know what I mean, 9th and 10th grade, came here, you know, do school, you know, the whole thing, the F-cat and the G-stat is like the only difference, you know what I mean? But it's the same thing, it's no big difference. But back to the question, I feel like I wouldn't say they treat me different, not at all, but you know, they still be like, okay, you know what I mean? Him still up on the other side also.
Right, they think you're over here printing money.
Yeah, so it have times when it happen like that, but I don't really experience that a lot. I feel like people 100% get and understand it, but of course you have the 1 and 2 way,
right?
Which you can't control everybody thinking, everybody mind, but you know what I mean? Yeah.
We're in an era where music has changed from where our forefathers and people back in the days know, where it's more expressive, it's more explicit, you know? People want more of a raw.
Yeah.
You bring that.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Is that something that you foresaw, something you felt like, yo, I just want to speak my mind, I don't want to kind of like pretty up nothing, like how they'd say in yard?
I feel like, not really, no. I feel like it's more like I make records like something to hold on to, is like very calm, there's no curse. Songs like Rumors, songs like Little Love were like beautiful written songs.
Yes.
And then me have songs like Nobody Has to Know and The Weekends and the Can't Believe I, when me I take a people woman and me I talk a bag of stuff.
Right.
But for me, it's not like I go in the booth and I say I'm gonna make a raw song. You know, it's just that I feel like I perfect the craft of having a balance. You know what I mean? I just know how and where in which part of the record for actually be blunt and where I'm gonna be like, okay, calm down, it's too much. You know what I mean? And music is turning to the point where I was talking to Pee Wee the other day about this too, and the team is like, I'm reaching a point where I'm growing in music where I still have to make music that I can sing 40 years from now.
All right. Well, I'm happy you said that.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a problem with the bluntness. You know, there's a place for everything.
Of course, 100%.
And that's kind of what you're getting to. Like, you know, there's a place to deal with now.
Yeah.
And then you still want to create the let's say, the Beres Hammond type
exactly,
songs.
Yeah, the balance. Yeah.
But
I don't think about it though. That's the thing, because that's when you mess up now. When you go in the studio and you think that, okay, I'm going to make some record where it's a balance, that's where you get thrown off because that's not being you.
Right.
But then when it's just there and you feel it, you know, like, for example, I have songs like Lifestyle, where it's like, I call it from the
One
belly.
of my favorites, by the way.
Respect, yeah. It's like,
one, like, dude.
Respect, man.
Yeah.
That song is like from the heart, it's belly. You
dude.
know, I call it the belly song. So you have songs where I know in my mind, I'm like, yo, we need to drop our next song from the belly now. But I don't go in the studio and say, today I'm going to make it.
Right.
You make my chest say, I wait until the time is when this is how I feel, and then I'm going to do it. But I'm not going to get up and say, okay, I'm going to make a song where it's just straight clean.
Because it's not going to be authentic.
Exactly. So
no,
you get the point.
I totally understand that. But last thing, and I'll close off of that chapter.
Yeah.
Because what it is like, I love the fact that you say you want to have that type of career where you have balance and you have longevity and you have those songs that'll remain. Because sometimes I feel with some of the youths now in dancehall, it's like a fight for that attention, for that immediate attention. And I feel it's like a never-ending battle, and people are like doing dumb stuff to kind of, you know. So like, I mean, I'm not gonna get into detail, but you know, the Dexter Daps and the certain artists, they're just going to these extremes to try to get reactions. And I'm kind of concerned, like, what's the end all?
You know what, to be honest with you, it's not like I don't, some of the time I feel like maybe it wasn't like intentional meant to do that. I can't think of sometimes. I feel like, honestly, like, you have artists who's just naturally weird. You have some weird people. You know what I mean? Like, me, I have my weirdness somewhere. But I feel like sometimes media intend to make it bigger than what it is. And on top of some artists trying to make it be very extra. So I feel like, back to the point of balance, I feel like artists need to find a balance. With me, I don't know any controversy that ever happened to me that I planned or I ever think of.
Right.
I don't even have much controversy, to be honest with you, because I do everything like, just be me, you know what I mean? I feel like people scared to be themselves, and that's why Cardi B is one of the artists that is winning that everybody underestimate, because it is what it is. You know, you get it as how it is, and it's supposed to be like that. There's not supposed to be no made up stuff. The only thing supposed to be made up is a song. You know what I mean? You have to just be yourself. So me, I feel like I rather take the route of being myself and have longevity than do something that people is gonna see and then they're gonna know it's not you and they get tired of it. And then even if you do it for the good out of yourself, they're gonna look at it like, you know what, this man is trying to
the gimmicks,
something, the gimmicks thing, even if you're not trying, but because you've done it so much, and you know what I mean. So I feel like artists need to find the fact that, yo, brother, music should talk for itself. We come from an era where back in the days where, I mean, not me come from an era, like,
right.
Music is coming, reggae music always just natural. Like, it was, there was no much of a thing is going on, but you know, things and time change, and you have people who think that they have to go the extra mile to get the extra work, which, you know, really, because you can't stop hit song, and I'm here to prove that, brother. When Nobody That's No came out, it took us 3 years to get that song on a level where it's considered a hit, and it took us 3 years because I didn't have nothing planned. I never have nothing behind the song than just being a bad song. So I feel like if you're really talented, eventually you'll be recognized. And
you're not really an artist that you find on everybody's rhythm. Explain that.
All right. What happened to that? Because a lot of people have it very misunderstood. I need to make this very clear. It's not that I don't want to do it. It's either by the time I get a rhythm, it's most likely like it's too late because rhythm already vibes upon coming out, or there's rhythms that is dope but it's just not fit me. You understand? And if when I say fit me, it's mean like if I cannot find a record for that song, I'm not gonna do it because it's a song and you have top reggae artists. You're
not gonna force it.
Me not force it. So if me hear the rhythm and I like the rhythm and it come on time, I'm gonna vice the record. But if the record come on the record, even if it sound good, but I cannot find an actual song on it, I'm not gonna waste my time on it. You understand? Because I'm not gonna support something that I don't support naturally. And I'm not gonna vice because the name or your name or bigger is or whatever case may be. You know what I mean? I just feel like if I'm gonna put in any of my talent towards anything, if I'm not 100% comfortable with it, I will never ever drop it. And I've voiced records before when never come out, because when I've recorded and I listen to it back, it's not sounding like what it's supposed to sound like.
Right.
So that's just my take on juggling. I don't have a problem with voice. I could voice 100 juggling. If me get 100 rhythm in it 100 times, I'm like it, I'm gonna voice it. But if, as I said, it's a balance between like liking it and not liking it.
Well, I like that perspective still, because it seems like when you're on a record, it's your record.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus the rhythm controlling the
100%,
narrative.
Because if a song hit on the rhythm and you're on the rhythm and your song is really dope, there's a chances that if that rhythm played out, it kind of hard for you really catch it. But it's very rare 1 and 2 slip out. Don't get it wrong. But you have some rhythms, you have some bad song on it, and then your song is dope, but the rhythm play out, you don't play it 100 times because it's 15 man up on the rhythm and the song them hot by time. You know what I mean? So it's a balance between both. But
absolutely.
I'm not against it 100%.
You've been doing your thing in the industry.
Yeah. You
recorded a song with Rotimi?
Correct.
Huh?
Yeah, correct.
Bad tune.
Respect.
Talk about that.
It just happened that they reached out to us and say, they have a record they want me to jump on. I went in the studio, was listening to a bunch of records. And then when I hear the song, I like the song, I'm like, this is dope, it's bad. And I just go inside, cut my verse, and it come out very good actually. Like a lot of people like the song. I did that song in like 3 minutes actually.
Wow.
And it was like some melodies. There was previous melodies in the song that I had before, and then I add on a different old thing, and I was like, yeah, this dope, it fits.
Were you familiar with Rotimi before you recorded the song? So knew him from the 50 Cent show and
most definitely,
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You also did the remix to Trey Songs.
Trey Songs.
Trey Songs.
Yeah, they reached out to us to do that record.
Right.
Yeah, correct.
And then you also had probably the biggest song in the world at one point, the Ed Sheeran.
A lot of people think it wasn't real. You know, much people think that I just jump on it. It was a splice record. A lot of people didn't even know.
Because they couldn't believe it.
Couldn't believe it.
Right. Could you explain that situation?
The craziest thing about that story is when, first of all, I know the rhythm have like a reggae kick. I was like, yo, this is reggae. This is dancehall. You know, it have the dancehall sound like a Caribbean.
Right.
And I was going back and forth with everybody like, yo, I am not doing no records that is not official that I'm a part of. You know, they always say, yeah, I think you should jump on this record. I'm like, listen, I've done it with the Sorry Justin Bieber, and I've done couple other ones. And I was like, I'm not, and Chris Brown, I was like, I'm not doing none of that if it's not official. And it's so weird, bro, when I said this. I voiced the record to leak. That's before they even reached out to me. That's to show how crazy it is. I voiced it the Monday, I was in Jamaica, and then the Wednesday, I saw an email from Ed Team that, yo, they want you on the official remix. And I went back in the studio and do a whole different verse. Girl, everybody good, yes. And then I did it. And yeah, that's what, and Ed is like, I love it. I support the record. I actually met him and we spoke and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it was a good movie.
That is amazing. That's a dope story too, man.
Dope story, man. 100%. Because we planning to leak a record and it's come out to be official. Because I don't really I hate doing remixes now.
Right.
That's not official. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So I mean, when you had that opportunity, how did that change your life or
Yeah, it changed a lot of things, because at the time the record was big. That's a huge record. But it wasn't like on the what I call it, like, the urban side.
Or the mix show.
Yeah, the mix show and the thing, you know what I mean? So when me add the flavor to it, people was like, yo, this is sick. We like this. And then, you know what I mean, they plugged the record and it was this all over. I heard that song so much till my daughter told me she was annoyed at the song. It was so much on the radio.
Yeah.
Till my dad was like, Daddy, I'm really tired of this song. The song is annoying.
You've worked with Major Lazer as well?
I've worked with Major Lazer a lot. I worked with Major for the remix for nobody else to know. I've worked with them and Boom, the song with me, Kid, and Tired of the Sign. And I've worked with them and the Ed Sheeran remix also.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got to be incredible to like, again, be the kid from Jamaica, came to Florida, have that story, and these are the company that you're in.
Yeah. It's amazing, man.
In dancehall.
You know what's crazy? Like, I don't think about it sometimes until I'm on a flight. You know, when you're on them long 6 hours, 7 hour flight, and you think like, yo, I'm really on a flight going to do a show because of your thoughts. Because it's really your thoughts.
Your thoughts, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's an amazing story, man, because it shows you that I think there's a specific power that human beings have. The more I read, I started reading a lot, I realized that we have this power of belief, and a lot of people, because it's been said, it was been talked about so much, it become like cheesy or cliche.
Right.
But when you really believe something, it happen.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't really know.
It's called a secret.
Yeah, man. Speak things in
Yeah.
existence, man. 100%. And I never believed that until me really start believe, say, yo, me gonna really hit from America and it's gonna happen, man.
No, I'm a firm believer of that as well.
100%.
And I'm doing what I love to do as you are doing what you're doing. It's based on those beliefs.
Respect, man.
You know, that's really cool. The women's songs, man, the girls love you, bro.
Yeah, them like me.
Yeah.
Seems like them like me a lot, actually.
Yeah. They like how detailed you are.
Yeah, very detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Very detailed. But you know what? It's natural, man. You know what I mean? That's just me. As I said, when I go on a record, it's just me. You know, God give me a voice to sing. And I realized that we're going through a phase where people like truth, they like rawness.
Yes.
Them like the actual rawness. But they have to be a balance with it, as I said, like we spoke about. But I feel like when me sing songs, man, I just go into detail, like, me see what it do to them, you know, I tried one time, and see what it do. Because I used to sing, like, in nice songs, until me, I said, me nah, I'm boss with this.
Yeah.
It's not coming away. Until me say, let me start, though. Let me start, like, go little more real and raw. You know, because I feel like I was all in back. You know, you're young and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and your parents and people, I think.
Boy, I don't want my mother to hear this tune.
Yeah,
right?
you know. And then eventually I just like, you know, I just free up and start sing some songs and sing the realness of it. And, you know what I mean? I came with that smooth, raunchy type of vibe. And then people just stuck onto it. And then it was so planned out because we took our time with it. You never hear 5 Kranium song yet. Never. You never hear 5 Kranium song out. Right. So I was like 1 or 2 at that time.
Yeah. Well, you caught me good because we'll go back to the ladies real quick, but you caught me good because with the
lifestyle.
With the lifestyle,
yeah.
Then I actually broke one of your songs, not on the radio or anything, but like I do commercials.
Okay.
And so I do commercials for a lot of promoters in New York, in New Jersey, Atlanta, North Carolina, all up the East, which is, you know, where dancehall, you know, right? And I do dancehall commercials. And you came out with this song, I don't remember the title, but you were saying something about 10 man to 1 buckle.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, broke.
I put that on every commercial because, again, lifestyle. It's a lifestyle-driven thing.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing the dancehall commercials and I drop that, every promoter hit me up off of the commercial and say, yo, what that song that? Because they're just starting to get to know you.
Most definitely. Yeah.
But that was my song. I could pull up like at least 12 commercials I put that on.
Respect, man.
You know what I mean?
Broke.
Because it was so real.
It's so real.
It's so real and nobody talks about it.
Yo, Nicki Minaj had a song around that time. I remember like she was talking about, I don't remember what the record called, and that's what influenced that record. 100%.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
I don't remember what it was. There was this one song that she had that was like talking about, like, I don't remember what it's called, but she was like, this is like, she like a like, who fake kind of pretend to be.
Right.
And I was like, 10 man in the club and back my flash.
But the thing about it, the thing that I loved about it, and for the culture is that, you know, the Caribbean culture is so protected, you know, over years of just this false narrative of how we should be, how we should act. Yeah. And I think Cartel broke down more of the sexual aspect of it, where he started talking about, man, getting headers and certain things and stuff like that. But you, to me, broke it down on that level. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like people, you know, I guess in America they'll say fake it till you make it. Yeah. People saying, yeah, man, yo, it turn up loud.
Yeah, true.
And really and truly, you're chipping up, you know what I mean?
You know what crazy though? As you say that, that's a good topic because when I did Lifestyle, the funny thing is when I was writing Lifestyle, I didn't write Lifestyle saying that I'm buying everything I want to buy. That's why people had the wrong idea under the comments of the video, like, yo, you talk about you buy what you want to buy, or we don't see the Benz and the Bentleys. I'm like, people, based in the song, I'm trying to say, that's the, like, they missed the what them call it, the cars.
That want, yeah.
You know what I mean? When in school, I'm talk about the effect and causes, or whatever call it in English, but yeah.
Cause and effect.
The cause and effect. Yeah. In what I'm trying to say is, that's the lifestyle where me want. Like, they listen to the buy where you want buy, fly where you want fly, get any girl you want get, but miss the most important part.
Right.
That's the lifestyle what I want. So in the video I'm showing that me don't really have the lifestyle there, so me I drive around sad like everybody else. Right. I want it. Right. And I show the airport and those type of stuff. So I was still talking about that, but the point I'm trying to make is that people react to that with like money pull up and a pop champagne in the wrong message, but that's not really what me I try to say. You understand me? I try to say, yo, me need to get this. So people like take it as like, honestly, brother, I've seen selectors get some real serious money pull up off of that record.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I remember the first time ever I performed in Florida. I was like, I think it was like early in my career, like 2013. I'm up on stage, I'm start singing this song and I see people start show $1. Like some dollar bills. And I remember that video on YouTube, I show some dollar bill. And I said, okay, that song is really alright.
Yeah.
People. And the song creep up. We had that song out right after nobody else know, and you just take your time.
Yeah, that was my song. Those two songs,
yeah, man. I love
were
lifestyle,
like
man.
back to back for me.
Yeah.
And then I really embraced those, and I was like, yo, this Kranium guy is special.
Respect, man. Respect. Sure, man. Special, not with no head though. No special head. Yeah.
So explain how you got the name Kranium.
All right, so I was at a studio one time, and at first I'm so ashamed, but I have to tell you, like, my name was Firebird. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's all good, man.
But I wanted to be a cultural artist.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to be like my uncle, so I wanted to be a cultural artist.
Got you.
But it wasn't me, you know. And it took me a while to see it wasn't me. So I was in the studio, I made a record all the time and stuff, and then somebody's like, yo, this man never write a song in his life yet. And then there was a name that was written on a board that says Kranium. And the next day when I'm bridging, he came to me and he's like, yo, you should name Kranium. I was like, why? I'm saying, yo, brother, but you're singing for the top of your head. Like, brother, that's normal. Trust me. I mean, I said, that's weird, brother. Kranium, that weird. I said, yo, yeah, but it protect, like, we look it up.
Yeah.
And my name is Kemar. So I took out the C off the Kranium and put a K. And Kranium, and that's how I came up with the name Kranium. But this is because I never wrote a record in my life. Every song I ever did was like sing straight.
That's dope. It's like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know?
I just sing straight. I don't really write music. I like to belch it out natural. And then if there's anything to fix up, I go back to it.
Right.
But I never in my life can remember if I ever wrote a full song in my life. Never. Every song is just like straight. And I actually sing some song literally straight. Lifestyle straight. Went back in, fix it. Nobody else to know straight. Nobody else to know. It was so dope to the point where we couldn't even put a second verse. That, like, I play back the song and I say, yo, this hit, you know.
Yeah,
like, it's gone, you know. Like, then I say, yo, my life changed from today, you know. Like, it just gave me that vibe. When I did History, same thing, I went in the studio, the vocal was right, I sing straight, Stamina, all this song, Broke.
Yeah.
All them song, I just sing straight. And I don't try to question it, but just work with it.
That is dope, man.
Yeah, man.
Are there any artists that you look forward to? I mean, you've worked with, you have already in your short time, a nice list of artists that you've worked with and projects that you had. Are there some that you still look forward to?
Most definitely. I'm a big fan of Nick Jonas. I like Nick Jonas a lot, actually. I like Tank. Because I like Mr. Music Man, sing Tank. And the crazy thing, I'm about to get Tank on a record also. So shout out to Tank, because I didn't speak back and forth. I'm a huge fan of, you know, of course, Rihanna. And anybody else who want to work, I work with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a man who respect music. Once the timing is right. You know, it's all about timing.
Yeah, it
because, you know, sometimes I feel like you put your mind on like, yo, I'm going to work with Jay-Z. You know, but the time is not right. You know what I mean? So it's not as effective as it's supposed to be. So I feel like in due time, whoever is supposed to work is going to happen. Because it's in the universe, you know, and everybody cross path. I remember one thing about music, you know, cross. Once in a club, no matter what club you're in, there's going to be 2 dancehall playing night and stuff. And whoever is in the club at that day who like it will reach out. And that's how I look at it. And whoever I feel like want a record, and the only thing they can say is what? No.
Right.
That's all. So if I feel like the time is right, forget this man on the record, I'm going to send it to them. And if they like it, they will do it. Because anybody respect music, don't care who the artist is.
That's true.
Yeah.
Your biggest gal tune?
To me?
Yeah.
Nobody ever knows a different song. That's a big song. We Can Do. Yeah, Weekend is a big record, man.
It is.
It is a very big record, you know. We actually just passed 20 million stream to, and just Spotify only, separate from the YouTube.
Wow, congrats.
Respect, man. Which is great. And I just actually found out today, I'm like, the only dancehall artist who passed 10 million streams with 3 songs.
That's amazing.
That's just good.
You know what? It's so cool. I had Major Hype, the comedian.
Yeah, man, brother.
Right. I had him here a couple weeks ago. And we were talking about, because, you know, I'm Caribbean as well.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, well, he actually was talking about the fact that us as Caribbean are not really as unified as we should be. And he says part of the reason why he don't tell anybody where he's from is because he wants to unify the Caribbean.
Okay, dope.
And he finds it amazing, and so do I, and others.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Right. That people like Marshall Montano and Bungie Garlin.
Million.
don't have 1 million followers.
Yeah, no, I see it all the time. I think about it, but I just don't say it. It always puzzles me. It's so weird. They never tell me what you asked me. I just know exactly what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah, I look at it all the time. It's so true. It's weird.
Very.
Yeah, it is weird.
You know what I mean? So when you just mention the fact of, you know, your streaming numbers and stuff like that,
a lot, yeah.
I have to congratulate you.
Respect, man.
You know what I mean?
It's
as
true.
a Caribbean brother.
Yeah.
Based
That's
on
true,
our
man.
numbers.
It's so weird to say that. Yeah, so respect, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's true, man, because I feel like it's not like they don't support. I don't know, man. It's like, you know, we are different people, you know. You know, we are our own star.
Yeah.
You know, that's just how we are. We are our own star. We don't care who the guy is. You know what I mean? You're going to dance and a man saying, I say, Kranium over here, someone. I say, all right, that's cool.
Right.
Me a star too. You know, one of them vibes, they like, I used to do the same thing when I was in dance and say, artists coming, and I say, yo, my boy in the dance. Be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, cool.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So I'm clean. I want to, you know, and it is what it is, and that's just how we are, you know what I mean? But I mean, it doesn't affect us. I don't think it really affects us. But I just feel like it's a major thing to look at.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Listen, Kranium, was good to vibe with you every time.
Yeah, respect, man.
We get an opportunity to kick it. That's what we do, man.
Which
we
is
just
right.
kick it about life or anything. What's before we, you know, before I let you go, I want to find out what you have going on right now.
So for now, we're promoting a single called Can't Believe,
Mm-hmm.
which is me, Whiskey and Tidal Sign. I like working with them once again. And yeah, that's what we're promoting. The album's supposed to be coming out soon. What do you say, March? I don't want to say an exact month, but anytime from the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and yeah, I'm working on some stuff. You know, I have this record called No Other that I'm excited about too. I think people's gonna love it a lot too. And otherwise, I'm just on tour right now, currently on tour.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
right.
you know, and it's an amazing thing because I was on tour I've been touring for the last year. You think about it, like I've been on tour last year.
Yeah, because the last time I see you were touring.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like
2 dates here,
yeah, 3 months on the road with him.
Mm-hmm.
Then take like two months off back on the road again and just like I did my whole East Coast. I did East Coast mini run and then I do a full run again. And you know, I'm just like connecting the dots, man. It's all about connecting the dots and figure out what I need to do and how I need to do it. But I don't really like to plan. Because when I like disappointment, I just do things to the best of my ability. Anything happen, just come out of it.
That's what's up. Kranium, how could they follow you and your career on social media, or do you have a website? Or
Yeah,
all
you
of the
can
above?
follow me on Instagram at Kranium, Kranium. That's my Instagram. Twitter is at The Real Kranium. My official website for tickets, updates, videos, anything about to drop is www.officialkranium.com. You can buy tickets for these shows that's coming up. And yeah.
Yeah.
And everything else is good. Your girl, I'm treating me wonderful.
Nice.
I'm single, just to put that out. Yeah, Singlish actually, not
Singlish.
Singlish, always. And yeah, that's it. You know.
Kranium, my brother, it's a pleasure, man. Always.
Respect
All
for
right?
me. All right, brother.